Clear to play. MiniWarGaming's Beat Map Batrep.
Welcome back to Beat Map Batrep. This is Tyranids vs. Blood Angels Warhammer 40k Battle Report. Tyranids turn 2. So the first thing that happens is the Hive Tyrant attempts to cast Enfeeble on the Assault Marines. He makes a Psychic test, and he has to make his Deny the Witch, which is just a 6+, and he fails that. So they are enfeebled, which is -1 strength and toughness, and they treat all terrain, even open terrain, as difficult. But it's really the -1 strength and toughness I'm going for. This Tervigon is firing or casting Enfeeble on those Terminators as well, and they fail their Deny the Witch, so they're going to be -1 strength and toughness as well. And that lasts until my next turn, which means it'll happen during his turn as well. It's actually a very major debuff to that unit. Everybody else just advancing, the one Tervigon not able to spawn anymore because he rolled doubles last time. This group of Termagants who were spawned last round are moving up. Venomthropes moving up to provide all their nice cover saves and all the extra benefits that you get from that as well. And everybody else just generally mixing and matching and getting into position. What I really need to do is just get up as fast as I can and deal as much damage as possible, because he is ahead for victory points, which he should be, but at the same time, it really means that I have to work hard to get it back. Firing a Venom Cannon, heavy Venom Cannon on the Dreadnought, misses just barely. That would have been a nice Strength 9 hit, but he does not get that. These Hormagaunts then run. The other Hormagaunts are going to be charging, which you're going to see I made a mistake there. Not a mistake as in I made a rule mistake, but more just a tactical mistake. But we'll talk about that in a second. Everybody else is running to get in a position, except for the Old One Eye and the Termagants, who are going to attempt to charge into the Assault Marines. Chose not to fire at them because I didn't want them pulled back too far for my guys to be able to assault, so it's something that you have to consider as well. These Hormagaunts attempt to charge. I forgot about Overwatch. We rolled for the distance, but then remembered Overwatch, and I'm like, ah, shoot. Because that red die, that's his Heavy Flamer. He got 3 automatic hits with the Heavy Flamer, so I lose 4 of my guys, which means they're out of charge range. If I had remembered they're going to do that, probably wouldn't have charged. At least would have kept the Venomthrope nearby to get a cover save. Tervigon then decides that he wants to charge just to soak up Overwatch shots. And then he rolls to see how far he goes, and he fails it. But he no longer gets to do Overwatch against my other guys. Old One Eye attempts to charge, rolls a 3 for his charge distance, so he falls short. The other Termagants still definitely make it, but I want to roll nice and high to get as many in as possible. They do get their 3-inch pile-in as well, so 10 inches should give me a pretty good number of them in there. Nice thing is, the Hive Tyrant's been upgraded to Old Adversary, giving everybody within 6 inches preferred enemy. And the Tervigon has Toxin Sacs, which he does give to the Termagants. So those Termagants are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of preferred enemy, and then wounding on 4s, re-rolling because those Assault Marines are only toughness 3 right now. So they're going to inflict a lot of wounds, which is quite nice. I do like that. And he does fail just enough saves. I think he fails 6 saves. And so they are dead. But they get to strike back with the same initiative, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. I get a 6+ save. He only kills 2, unfortunately for him. So that whole squad dies. 2 Termagants for 5 Assault Marines, which I will take any day of the week. Going into Blood Angels, turn 2, he's rolling for reserves. He gets a 3+ reroll because of the Descent of Angels Blood Angel special rule. Oh, and by the way, the score is now 2-1 because I did manage to get a victory point right there. And then all 3 of the Assault Marine groups basically get to come in. Sorry, there's only 2 of them. The other third one was a dead one. That was a dead pile there. So these guys arrive. They only scatter D6 inches because of their Descent of Angels special rule as well. So it basically gets them reroll on the reserves and only D6 scatter. But they both kind of scattered to not where they really wanted to be. These ones scattered back, so they're out of range of shooting. The other ones scattered forward, which turned out to be okay. But it does put him really close to my guys, allowing me to make sure I get my charges in. Assault Terminators move up through difficult terrain. The other ones move up, getting ready to gun down those Termagants because they want the victory point and they want to keep me away from their side of the table. He wants to basically be able to gun down everything in front and keep me back and keep me just moving. These guys have to make dangerous terrain rolls. They're both fine. And then they move out of the Iron Bark Forest, getting ready to fire. The other Dreadnought moves back into cover because he says, hey, I don't need to be closer to those big monstrous creatures because that would just be death. These Assault Marines then run to spread out so that the template weapons will not do as much damage. Then we have a Psychic Scream attack against the Hormagaunts, but I managed to deny the Witch, so unfortunately that's not going to work. The Assault Marines then fire. Those are 2 Meltas, that are the red ones. Fails to do much damage. In fact, I even saved those wounds. He says, okay, that Venomthrope needs to die, so he fires 3 Multi-Meltas and 3 Twin Link Bolters into it. Manages to wound it with the Multi-Melta, and I fail the 5+ cover, and he dies. So that's another victory point for him. That's 3-1, so I got to catch up. And now he's firing the Storm Bolters into, and the... Actually, I don't think the Flamer. The Flamer, there's one that got hit by the Flamer as well. 5 of them did go down. Then he's firing the 2 Meltas and the 2 Twin Link Bolters from the bikes, and does manage to kill 2 more, because there's no more... actually, I think they should be getting a cover save. I can't remember. The Venom Throat must not be near enough for that. Fires with the Dreadnought and manages to kill 2 more. Fires at the other Dreadnought and manages 3 hits. That one got knocked over there. And then 2 wounds, and I do make one of the saves. So 2 of them survive, which is quite a big deal that he... he attempts to charge there but fails. That's difficult terrain, so he only got 4. So that was a lot of firepower that those groups of Termagants did soak up. So they're really, really earning their points back. At the end of the turn here, the score is 3-1. As you can see, the Blood Angels are coming in full force. Haven't taken hardly any casualties. I think they've lost 1 Terminator and that 1 group of 5 Assault Marines. So stay tuned to find out what happens in round 3. Click on the annotation if you're watching on YouTube, or click the link below if you're watching on MiniWarGaming.